Now, guys, what is the reason for a sudden drop like this, right? You're getting a bunch of organic traffic. It's growing eventually, going up, up, up. And then eventually it just goes downwards in a downward spiral. And not only that, but your referring domains keep on growing. So what exactly is happening here that, people start ditching your site? And now you see a lot of content nowadays where people create sites with AI and they programmatically publish a bunch of content to their website, you know, with content that was generated by AI. And this, my friends, is a prime example of how AI can kill a website that's getting traffic every single month. And this particular website used AI content to basically drop down their traffic. Now, something important to understand here is that before it fell down over here, there was actually a pretty steady growth happening over here. And that's because this site started adding a bunch of new pages, right? And before it started with this AI process, it had a pretty steady flow of organic traffic. And basically, with this new influx of AI content that was being generated and added to their website, Google was basically testing out this website to see if this content was actually fulfilling their user search intent. So as you can see over here, this was around September, this is around December, so more or less 3 to 4 months of Google testing out this content and eventually deciding, hey, this is going good, but we need to stop this. And at the end, what happened was not that Google removed these sites from this website, but it just stopped showing them on the Google search. You see, the problem here was that, these contents, they were using keywords that would benefit the brand, and they would also show, some images and so on and so forth. But they didn't have any sources of backlinks. They didn't have any internal links that would basically link them to each other or to other pages in the current website. And the most important thing is that it didn't satisfy the user's search intent, right? The user was searching for something very specific, but instead probably got freaked out or probably got, spooked away because they saw an AI generated site and they got annoyed and they left. So the main thing to learn here, because I still believe that this is possible, and I think a lot of SEO professionals believe that this is possible, to use AI to create content, but you have to do it in a more sophisticated manner and obviously have a human touch at the end of it to kind of revise the structure, revise the whole thing. So at the end of the day, you want to have this blog post or this piece of content that gives trust to the user to stay on that page and to look for that answer. Plus, you want to have a decent amount of other sites, right? I'm just going to put like little dots, other sites that are related to the niche or to the industry that your website is serving, and get a bunch of these backlinks from these sites to your new AI generated sites. And so going back here, what you want is you want obviously like a nice header with an image. You want a nice table of content. Obviously, it's best to have the answer of what the person is looking for over here. And if they want to learn more, then you have all of this information down here separated by different paragraphs. And inside of these paragraphs, obviously have these internal links. Now, I have like a bunch of great videos related to these two topics. If you want to learn more about backlinks, or if you want to learn more about the exact structure that you need to have in order to have like a really good blog page, I'll link those videos down below. But this is the main concept. This is what this person got wrong, right? And now there's two ways of doing this with AI that you can try out today. Now there's this website called Arval.com. It's by far the best SEO writing tool out there. And not only can you write new content, you can also edit existing content. You can fix issues with their AI SEO AI agents. You can obviously automate and programmatically publish your sites to your website, and even track your brand's mentions inside of the most popular LLM tools. And this tool was founded by one of my SEO mentors in YouTube, Vasco Monteiro. You should definitely get it, check out his content. But once you go in the dashboard, you're gonna have a view like this, and then you can go under content, and this is where you can start creating your articles. So I, for example, can go under campaigns, and I can start a new campaign. I have like this default campaign that I always use. And then you can create an article from one keyword or from a set of keywords. You can create one from a news article or from a YouTube blog, a YouTube video. So over here, we're going to do it from an SEO article. Over here, we're going to do it from a keyword. So we can just manually add a keyword. I could do like organic dog food, for example, click on add keywords, and then I can go ahead and write down the different details. So I can, for example, generate a title based on that keyword. So organic, let's say coconut dog food, and then generate a new title. So coconut cravings, is organic dog food the way to go? I can generate a new title if I don't like it. Coconut goodness for your pup. And then out of this, I can click on generate keywords, and it generates a bunch of other keywords. So let's say instead of just food, we want to do healthy treats. So we can just go over here, generate title, and then coconut goodness, healthy treats your dog will love. You can generate an outline again, and obviously here you have all the control to kind of revise this and see what you don't like, what you want to add, what you want to take away. You can adjust your brand's tone of voice, add a knowledge base to your website, which is extremely important if you want to connect those internal links. So going back here again, one of the reasons why this brand failed was because the blog pages that it generated had zero internal links at all. It had a few external links, but zero internal links. Then again, important to add a call to action, because again, at the end of the day, you want to, somehow satisfy the user search intent. So if they're searching for healthy dog treats, you want to have that product to that site where you sell that specific coconut treat for the dogs. Again, here's the internal linking, and here you can add a sitemap. You can just add the URL, and it's going to create a sitemap, analyze the different pages' contents, and then add the internal links needed for the specific blog post. Create images with AI. You can get videos from YouTube. And then at the end, we get this entire blog post, right, with the featured image over here, dog enjoying healthy coconut treats. That's another, main reason as to why some AI builders or AI content generations don't do a good job, is because they also miss out on like these alt text for images. So they would like generate an image with like Gemini or with GPT, and basically like create the alt text would basically be like Gemini 2234 or whatever. But here you have the name, so dog enjoying healthy coconut treats. Dog enjoying healthy coconut treats. Here we have the little treats with the coconuts. Here we have a bunch of internal links, external links as well. We have a YouTube video over here. We have an FAQ section. And so basically this blog post satisfies the user search intent. And now going back to this little drawing that I made, remember that we were talking about the backlinks as well. So I drew this little pool of different sites, right? These little dots represent different sites in a specific industry. So let's say that you're talking about dog food, coconut treats, healthy organic dog food. Well, you have over here like some type of organic cat food. You have over here also like some type of, something that has to do with organic food in general, or like a food distributor, right? So all of these different points kind of work together, and it's like a pool of connectors that they just connect to each other. But in order to build this, it takes a lot of manual work. An AI can't really do this. Claude Code can't really do this, unfortunately. You'd have to like own all of these sites and then like kind of curate them, throughout the different months. But Arval has this new backlink exchange feature, and it's a huge exchange, huge pool of different sites. And you can go over here and create an exchange. You can set your website name, your URL, the sitemap of the website. And then basically once you set that up, this kind of goes on autopilot. Every single 8 hours, you'll get a new site, a new backlink, a new site that creates a backlink for you, so that it's a site that a lot of visitors go to. So they have like a DR of around 40, I would say. And every single 8 hours, you have this new backlink that basically links to your site. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down below. And like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.